Interior Town Hall evening. This is a typical town hall meeting. The mayor is at the podium. Seated behind him are Fred and the police superintendent, 50s, hat with gold braid and in full uniform. The audience listens as mayor's speech comes to an end.
Yeah, we are aware that the hospital might be under a small amount of strain.
Maggie wears her usual artist attire, gets to her feet.
It's bloody bursting at the seams. You wouldn't talk to us like that when the unions in this town were strong. Now you think we are nobody.
We're in full support of the hospital, so you needn't worry. Okay, is that it?
Maggie leans towards Al, who looks into her compact and checks her makeup.
That cowboy at the back runs the mine.
Al turns and sees Jake at the back of the hall. Jake catches her eye and gives a wide, friendly smile. Al turns back around.
If no one else wants the floor, I'll declare this meeting closed.
The mayor is about to leave the podium when Maggie again gets to her feet.
Not since the virus has there been so many sick people. What are you doing about it?
I repeat, we are in full support of the hospital.
Behind Maggie, Babs nudges Al.
Go on then.
Al gets to her feet and Maggie sits down.
Now, you want the floor.
Why were the police so heavy-handed with the protesters?
The mayor turns round and looks at the superintendent.
Brett, you want to address that?
The superintendent walks to the podium. The mayor passes to him.
Keep it short.
The superintendent stands at the podium.
We will not tolerate violence of any sort in this town.
A group of seniors singing in peaceful protest. When did that equate to violence?
There is laughter from the crowd.
Why has this town not been informed that fracking for uranium is taking place?
The crowd reacts. The superintendent turns and looks at the mayor.
Bruce?
The mayor and superintendent pass each other.
I'll take care of this one.
Jake looks concerned and the mayor sees this as he gets to the podium.
Everything, absolutely everything's on the public record.
And where can I access this public record?
We'll get back to you on that one.
I want to know now.
Next.
Where does the water for fracking come from?
The mayor is frazzled. The audience is getting restless.
From Adelaide. Okay, that's it. No more questions. I declare this meeting closed.
The mayor stands away from the podium. Fred and the superintendent join him as they look defiantly at the crowd. The choir...
If we kill this forest, if we desecrate the land, we might as well be cutting off our own right hand, for we and the earth are one, under the moon, under the sun.
Exterior outside town hall night. Al, Ben and Maggie walk down the stairs. Al turns to Maggie.
What evidence do you have?
The hospital's full of evidence.
But they don't have a diagnosis yet. I need real evidence.
Oh, probably nothing to it.
Nothing to it? What about your granddaughter? Get me the evidence.
Ben looks at Maggie.
Let's talk later.
They pass a parked car where Ape looks at them from the driver's seat. Interior kitchen night later. Jake sits at the kitchen table and looks at a photo of a little boy and girl. There is a glass of bourbon in front of him. The open laptop has a picture appearing.
Howdy, George.
Intercut with Interior Boardroom Texas Day. 3 men in suits are seated round a large table. On the wall there is a large screen with Jake on it. George, 50s, has a gold tooth, is at the head of the table.
Gotta tip my hat to you, buddy. The yields are way better than expected.
We fixed to be back to full production right after Christmas.
Keep that powder pumping.
Hey, George, when do I get the fuck out of this shithole?
Back off, partner. This ain't only about you getting yourself a new identity. Your kids need more tuition. Hell, they need to understand the importance of all being two new family. Let's see how y'all handle it over, say, the next 6-12 months.
And when can I talk to my kids?
1-2 months maybe. We can set up a conference call. Then you can drill them about their brand new identities.
I like the sound of that.
Y'all keep up the good work, my friend.
Interior kitchen night later. Jake closes the laptop lid. He takes a gulp of bourbon and looks at the photo of a little boy and girl. He looks strained. This is not a happy cowboy. Interior Boardroom Texas Day. George shakes his head and looks at the others in the room.
We gotta make sure he ain't fixing to go nowhere soon.
Interior living room afternoon. Al and Ben are seated at the dining table having Christmas lunch. Ben wears a paper hat, Al does not.
Anna seems a bit better.
Good. I'll see her tonight.
Ben looks at the paintings on the walls.
Should have taken some of her paintings.
They belong here.
You still will not come to terms with it. You work to forget.
I deal with it my way.
Ben points to a landscape painting.
You know, I used to love watching you watch your mum paint. I could see you glow as you watched her.
I've changed. I wanted to be a singer, a real loser.
You were never a loser.
What I do now takes resolve.
In all my years down the mine, I never met a man as tough as you.
It's not the same here anymore.
She was so proud of you at your graduation.
She's gone too soon.
Well, she needed you around more.
Don't shift guilt onto me. You're the one that went on a 3-day romp with that barmaid. What's her name?
Ben looks guilty.
Mavis?
Oh, sure. It'd have to be Mavis.
I needed someone to talk to.
You had your friends.
Losing your soul is difficult to explain.
You could have tried.
Ben raises a smile and changes the mood.
Well, I'm off to the club tomorrow. We have a competition starting soon. Come along.
I need to visit Mum. How's Maggie?
Well, she's convinced things are not right with that new mine.
I mean you and Maggie.
We're friends. With the choir and playing bridge, we enjoy each other's company.
Ben raises his glass.
Merry Christmas.
Al looks sad. Interior dining room afternoon. The mayor wears a Christmas hat and is on the phone.
John, Merry Christmas.
Interior office afternoon. A hand displaying a cufflink showing an emblem of a cow with long horns holds the phone. We did not see his face.
And a Merry Christmas to you, Bruce, and to your good wife. All is going well with our little enterprise? Very good. We'll talk soon.
Interior hospital ward night. Al has her laptop bag slung over her shoulder and carries a parcel. She places her bag on the bed and gives Anna the parcel. Al hugs Anna, who is now smiling as she unwraps it.
Thought I'd come late when no one else is around, so I can have you all to myself.
Thanks, Auntie Al.
Interior hospital ward later. Anna has a computer on her lap and Al has her laptop opened on the bed. Al can be seen on Anna's computer and Anna on Al's.
Now we can see each other and talk anytime we want.
Anytime.
They hug.
Anytime.
The doctor said he would take me up in an aeroplane when I get better.
A pilot.
Interior living room morning. Al wears a long sleeveless casual dress. There is no makeup on her face and she is holding a straw hat in one hand and a bunch of flowers in the other. Ben opens the front door and is about to leave.
You know, I loved your mum in that hat.
Al raises the hat to her face and smells the inside.
Can still smell her scent. Remember, be home early tomorrow night. I'm cooking your favourite meal.
Ben's eyes glaze as he turns to leave. Exterior primary school morning. Al strolls past a school. She now wears the straw hat. She stops to look through the railings of the schoolyard. Flashback starts. The empty playground becomes filled with playing children. A little girl is wearing a straw hat, running around and laughing. At the railing looking into the playground is young Al's mother, dressed like a hippie and with a happy smile as she watches her child. Flashback ends. The playground is empty again as a tear rolls down Al's cheek. Exterior graveyard morning. Al stands in front of a gravestone. The flowers are in a vase in front of the grave. Sorry. Okay. A choir song plays. A solo voice sings, not Al, with the choir providing treble and bass. Al takes a bottle of water from her bag, opens it, and pours water into the vase. She raises the bottle in a toast.
You were my song. Why wasn't I there for you at the end?
At the far end of the graveyard, Ape stands behind a gravestone. He has a stubby of beer and takes a swig. He watches Al menacingly.